Oh, that's better. Oh my goodness. Hi guys. I'm hoping that you can be able to see me well. Well, let me set this up. Hi guys, and how are you doing? Eish. Niko nauliza hii live inafika saa ngapi jamani? I don't know why. I have never been interested in such a topic like today's, yeah? So, thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for coming. If you can share this video with someone, I'll be happy. And maybe not much because I want more views, but because I feel like this is a discussion that we need to talk about it. And personally, I have my own opinion, but I think it can be great if I can get to hear from you people. And if anybody would want to join me on this live show, then you can actually join me. Oh my goodness, I forgot how to share. I will share this. It seems like I can't remember how to allow someone to join. Guests. Honestly, I can't remember how to make someone join. Guests. Yes. So if anybody would like to join me over here on our today's topic, then I'm going to attach a link on the comment section. Then if you want to join or maybe contribute in our today's discussion, there is the link. Let me send it. Yes. So kama unataka kujoin hii live and contribute to our today's topic, then the link iko hapo hivyo chini. I don't know if I will be able to pin it. I don't know how to pin it over here. Maybe I'll open my laptop and see whether I can be able to pin it from this side. So guys, thank you so much for coming. Nashukuru sana sana. I'm pretty sure you guys can see our today's topic and also the thumbnail. I want us to talk about the China Square. I personally am a business person and an entrepreneur, and something revolving around business, it's very difficult for me to assume it. I saw the story of China Square about ilianza kutrend, I guess around last week. I saw about it and then nikasema it caught my eye. Na pia bado last week nikajifikisha China Square, nikarusha macho yangu hapa and then nimekuwa nikisikiza na nikiona what people are actually talking on social media. Nataka kusikia how are the consumers talking, how are the business people talking. So I wanted to to listen and hear what they are talking about. Actually sikuwa nataka kufanya hii video, but I feel like actually some of you have been asking me what do I think about China Square. Should we still import? Should we do 1, 2, 3? So as much as I wanted not to highlight it, sitakuwa niki-ignore. Ni ile tu sikuwa na highlight over here on my YouTube channel. It's something that I didn't want to ignore because I feel like as if it's important. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business person, and anything revolving around business, whether positive or negative, definitely it affects me in one way or another. So mi sitaki kuwa explaining what is China Square. I'm assuming that you already know about China Square. And I would want us to revolve around some of these things. Na nataka tusahau, just assume you do not know who is the owner of China Square. Just assume that. That is what I want us to assume. Assume you do not know who is the owner of that business. Personally, nilifika China Square. Wacha niseme the good thing that I found there. To be honest, you can get varieties of products in that mall or supermarket. So many of them, zingine tunaonanga tu uko hivyo 1688, uko hivyo Taobao na kina Alibaba zimejaa huko. There are so many products by the way. That is the good thing about it. But I believe China Square imetrend kwa sababu of the fact that you can get varieties of products under one roof. And again, watu wanasema iko cheap. Personally, as much as I went to China Square, siwezi sema kama wako cheap ama wako expensive, and I will tell you why. You know something? For example, unaweza kuwa maybe unataka kupurchase carpet. In China Square, they have carpets. And let's assume you bought a carpet maybe like 3 years or 4 years ago. Nikienda hapo hivyo nipate carpet inauzwa 4,000 or 5,000. Kama mwenyewe sijafanya market research, nikaenda Eastleigh, nikaenda Kamukonji, and then nikafanya price comparison, I am not able to conclude and see whether they are cheap or not. That is what I would say, because actually for me nilienda nikaona varieties of products, but to be honest, I cannot say whether they are cheap or expensive, because si kuna specific nilikuwa nimefanyia research nikaona kama iko cheap or it's expensive. Yeah, that is number one. But guys, me, I want us to work with this assumption in quotes. When watu wanasema at China Square things are cheap, I want us to go with that assumption. I don't know whether they are cheap or not. And the question I'm asking myself, if China Square is cheap, cheaper than Kamukonji, cheaper than Eastleigh, cheaper than Du Bois, I want us to look this thing into perspective. Sahizi like 30 minutes ago, nimetoka Facebook na nikaangalia place kulikuwa na post za China Square, and then I was busy looking on the comment section. Unfortunately, I'm not able to open the Facebook page and read the comments that I found there. But I think I noted something over here, because there is something that vivid that came out of there. Mimi ni mtu wa biashara na lazima, you see, as a business person like me, I would want to put that my price high. But sometimes it's good as business people, we open our eyes and our ears and listen. What are the buyers saying? And I will read one of the comments, niliandika hapa by the way. And one of the comments was this: Kenyans have long been exploited by the business people who sell ordinary things at a high price. That is one of the comments. And my question is in this perspective, have we been, me, I'm an entrepreneur, have we been exploiting our Kenyans by selling things in a very expensive rate? Maybe you can answer me that. Have we been exploiting Wakenya wengine? Tumekuwa tukiwa exploit? I don't know. Hiyo pia mimi sijui. Secondly, if we are talking about exploitation, maybe I would like to know, how should goods be? Yani tunafaa tuweke profit margin inatoshana aje? Maybe it's high time that we had this kind of discussion. What kind of profit margin as a business should we have? Maybe this should be the question, because I know something. Some people will have ×2, others will do ×3, others even ×5. But I'm just wondering, is there some standard that decides even though unafaa ku price your commodities? Then the next question naweza uliza out of this comment, watu wakisema ati prices zimekuwa juu, there's one thing that I can talk. I have lived in China, and I know one thing as a fact. China produces goods in different grades. Itaanza grade ya kwanza mpaka grade 6. Grade ya kwanza, it's the most expensive. Grade 6, it's the most cheapest. And if China produces goods from grade 1 all the way to grade 6, sometimes, to be honest, you might not be able to recognize a fake product sometimes, unless it is taken to the laboratory and it is actually tested. That is the only time you can be able to differentiate between the two products. And if grade 1 is very expensive, grade 6, it's very cheap. So the question is, one thing I know for sure, sisi as business people, I being included, personally, I often go for quality. Si quality ya juu sana, mi kwanza uendea middle quality. Juna middle quality nitauza vizuri, lakini tena si quality mbaya. Because I personally am in the shoe business, and I have been frustrated not once. I remember there's a shoe I bought somewhere. Sitaki kutaja majina. Iyo kiatu within a month, kiatu hata si a month, I guess nilikuwa navaa maybe mara ya tatu also, kiatu imeanza kuinama. And the question is, I might have bought that shoe at 600 Kenya shillings, which is low. Kuna mwingine anaweza afford 3,000, 4,000. Ni bei ya chini, yes. But the question is, kwangu iliniuma, nivae kiatu siku tatu, mara tatu tu peke yake na kiatu imeanza kuinama. Yes, we might be wanting to go for those cheap things, but is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? And us as business people, have we been exploiting our Kenyans? Have we been exploiting? But I guess this question can only be answered when we get to know tunafaa kuweka profit margin ya kiasi gani. Because you go on, I went on those Facebook posts, and under Citizen, under KTN, or whatever platform you want to go to, wameongea kuhusu China Square. Kwa comment section, yenye utapata, Kenyans are happy with China Square. That is a fact. Kenyans are happy with China Square because they feel they have been wamekuwa exploited by the business community. And how true is this? How true is this? Is it that tumekuwa tukileta vitu za quality ya juu? Hiyo ni swali ya kwanza. Maybe mwenye hii China Square ameleta quality ya chini. Mimi sijui, sitaki politics mingi. I'm just trying to assume things. And my question is, if we go for grade 6, if we go for grade 6 products from China, where are we headed as a country? And I understand the economy is not doing well at all. Aki kuongea tu kweli, vitu haziendi poa. We are struggling, and that is a fact. Most of the people, they are really struggling. And all of us, we want cheap things. But the question is that I would want to ask you, cheap things, hizo tunataka kuendea grade 6, ni sawa tutaendea. Ni sawa tutaendea. But the question is, itakuwa na effect gani in our country in the long run? What kind of impact is this going to have in our country? And nikajiuliza swali moja. You guys, I want us to think about this. China Square has come. People are claiming, I put it in quotes because I don't know the truth about this. I put it in quotes. People are claiming that China Square, it's actually cheaper than Kamukonji, Eastleigh, Boys. Isn't that places a wholesale? Na mara mingi ukienda Kamukonji ama Eastleigh, utapata, if you don't buy maybe from maybe half a dozen, siji from 3 pieces, hautauzwa na bei ya wholesale. And sometimes, to be honest, me, I like that. As a business person, I like that. Because kama hakutakuwa na the appropriate system, tunajua huyu ni distributor, huyu ni wholesaler, huyu ni retailer. To be honest, tunaelekea wapi? Tuongee tu kweli. Lazima kukuwe na distributor. We must be having a wholesaler, a distributor, I don't know, a supplier, I don't know, a retailer, and all this kind of stuff. But if at all we do not have that, I feel and I think that the system is failed. Na kama si hivyo, do you know what we are going to do? Do you know what we are going to do at the end of the day? Yes, me even ndo nasema, if at all there will not be that kind of a system whereby we know we have a retailer, a distributor, a wholesaler, or whatever, then do you know what we are going to do? Sisi wote tutaendea hizo vitu China. Kwa sababu the thing is, we have to survive. I want you to imagine this. Ni sawa watu wa China Square and the others, they have the money to buy full containers, several containers from China and import them. And they have the advantage of the economies of scale. They have that advantage. Jiulize kitu moja. We have a hawker in Nairobi. That hawker anaendanga vitu zake kwa kaduka kengine na hapo hivyo Kamukonji ama na hapo Tao. Huyo mtu anamuuzia na wholesale. Huyo ni mama ama kijana mdogo, ako na dhao zake 2, anaendea sijui vitu maybe za plastic hapa patu viatu hapo hivyo, anaweka kwa street anauza. Where do you expect such a person to go? Nani atambaya? Mtu akijua vitu China Square na kwingineko ni rahisi hata kinunua moja. Where shall they go? Where shall they go? And the problem I have is this. Si mbaya, by the way, and I appreciate that when Kenyans are really celebrating that they can get things at a very affordable fee. It's very okay. But let us ask yourselves, you might be employed, and that is the reason as to why maybe you are celebrating China Square and other businesses which are selling at low prices. But the question is, you have your own brother, you have your own sister. We have been complaining of unemployment. I personally am a graduate of Bachelor of Commerce, Finance and Accounting. I have never been employed in this country. Yes, and I'm in the business field. Hii Kenya, mtu mwenye alisoma kama kupata kazi ni ngumu. Mwenye hakusoma, ulifika class 2, ukafika class 8, ukafika form 4, uko na degree ama masters yako. Hakuna kazi. Kazi kupata nayo ni ngumu, si uongo. Where do we go to? We either decide to go business way Kama mzazi wako kona pesa ama hana, uchukue dhao yako moja, dhao zako 10, 1 million, depending with how much you can afford. And if at all you cannot set up a business, where else do you go? You go for immigration. Tumeenda Qatar, tukaenda Dubai, tukaenda US, tukaenda kwingineko. Yes. Personally, I feel I do not have anything against China Square. And if at all Mungu angekuwa amenibariki kama hivyo, niko na hiyo kibiashara kikubwa kama hiyo, jamani, ningeenjoy jamani, who didn't want? But I personally feel like there's the need to have hiyo kukue tuna wholesale ama distributor ama sijui, we need something of the sort. We need something of the sort. Or else, yes, if that one is not going to work, at the end of the day, I talk about imports. But the thing is, imports exceed exports, there is always a problem in that economy. And the thing is, I think, Miss Jafanya research, but kulingana with my own observation, I feel like we import a lot kuliko venye huwa tuna export. Because if I were to look at the things that we actually export, hata sijui ni ngapi, maybe maua, we have the tea, we have the coffee. We only have some few items that we actually export. But importing, eyelashes tuna import, manywele, mpaka toothpick tuna import. Hapo ndo tumefika. But I wish that our governments can make sure that we have a very conducive environment, so that the so-called, in quotes, the big fish, waende manufacturing. Kulikuwa na manufacturer anatafuta distributor, then tuko na retailer. Sisi wote to survive, by the way. That is what I feel. Kwa sababu kama ungekuwa na a very good environment, conducive environment for manufacturing, kwa nini tushinde tukikimbia hata kwenda kununua hizo vitu China, by the way? They are still growing the economy. What about ours? I feel like as if the government can support people who want to go into manufacturing, the so-called big fish, because kuna watu wako na doa hapa nje, waende manufacturing, kukuwe na manufacturer, distributor na retailer, kwa sababu all these people, they are actually very important. As much as we want to enjoy the low prices, they are very important. Maybe you are not in business and maybe you might not understand this. But if at all you are in business, never tu ni mkulima tu mdogo, you actually feel it. And you will know what I'm talking about. Yes. Hakuna vile ati mtu atauza bei ya chini ya, ni kama ya retail na wewe ni wholesale. Utakuwa je wholesale? Hata tuwe ni sisi wote ma retailers. Na sisi wote tu import basi. Yes, tu import tukue ma retailers, by the way. Tuteremshe kabei huko chini. Wakiomoka tunaomoka. Guys, come on, say hi. Melan. Oh, Melanie. Hi. Mambo. How are you doing? I saw your comment, but I didn't want to stop so that I can continue with the discussion. Guys, let me read you another comment that I read on Facebook, actually over the past few minutes. The other comment was, with this hard economy, we want cheap things. It doesn't matter whether they are of short term. With this kind of hard economy, we want cheap things. It doesn't matter whether things are of short term. So, Ms. Clear, that is a voice of one Kenyan, and I'm trying to assume that this voice actually represents a number of others. And kwa hivyo, in short, in my own way of viewing things, in short, Kenyans, they want cheap things. Kenyans, they are facing very hard economic times, and they want cheap things. They don't care. Hata nikivaa siku mbili ishe ni sawa. To me, I don't care. Me, I want cheap things. Those are Kenyans speaking, and their voices matter too. They want cheap things. It doesn't matter whether it is a short term or not. So people don't care whether China Square wanauza vitu cheap ama quality ni mbaya. They are just okay. We go there. I'm an entrepreneur. Maybe you are watching me there and you're a business person. In the midst of this drama and all the politics and the trending stuff, it is your time to learn. Let me tell you that. It is your time to learn. If you're a business person, it is your time to learn. Can you listen to what Kenyans are saying? And huko comment usome tu, you will see what the Kenyans want. Wanataka vitu cheap ni sawa. Mimi hata nasema, Mimi nimekuwa nikileta by the vitu quality sana, but as a result of this, as a result of whatever I have seen, I have come to listen and to see the majority of Kenyans what they are talking about. They don't care about quality. For them, what they want ni kitu tu wataweza kuafford and that is it. They are just okay. As a business person, fungua macho yako. Leta hiyo kitu cheap. Mimi sijasema, go and read those comments. That is enough research. You are asking Monica, what can I actually import? That is now an idea. Wanataka kitu cheap, they are just okay. They are just okay. Personally, I don't like that, but as a business person, lazima saa zingine unajiondoa, unaweka interest zako kando kidogo. Mimi for me, bringing those vitu quality ambayo tunajua mimi siwezi tumia, inakwanga so hard for me. Inakwanga so hard for me because I hate when I buy a product and then within no time it frustrates me. But I'm thinking I need to harden. Monica, you need to harden that heart like that of Pharaoh. You need to harden. No. Bring those cheap things. Hata nimekumbuka niliona kiatu ilikuwa inauza mahali 50 bob. Nikileta hizo viatu za 50 bob, kwanza na wacharaza na 300. 300 hamwezi kataa kununua jamani. Nitanunua kiatu tena na 50 bob, alafu nauzie 300. 300 cost ya shipping hiyo kiatu moja. Hiyo kiatu tafika na around maybe 150. So nikiuza na 250 ama 300, it's double and it's cheap. Pesa ya haraka tukisonganga. Hakuna haja nileta kiatu ya 2000 na mtaki na walete ya 300. Kwanza hiyo mtanunua jamani. Mtanunua. Those are Kenyans who are saying, yeah? Then let me read another comment. Another Kenyan stated, "It is so sad. We have been through this expectation for so many years from the business community." I want you guys to listen to those comments and actually read from them. So the other comment that I got, I wish I could open my laptop and open my Facebook account and check those comments. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to open it and check what people are saying. Then, okay, there's this other comment. Go there and check the prices. I think we are simply not patriotic. Kenyans don't like our own exerting. We would rather be supporting a Chinese rather than supporting our own. Guys, how true is this? I don't know. Mtu amesema ati prices ati tu ziko tu the same tu kama kule kwingine. Ni vile tu hatupendi kusupport our fellow Kenyans. We'd rather support foreigners than rather support our own people. Wow. I don't know how true is this. But is it true? I don't know. Ask yourself. Is it true that we are very okay supporting other people rather than... Okay, what do I want to say? Is it true that we would rather support foreigners and other people rather than supporting our own people? How true is this? How true is this? I'm just wondering, how true is this? And if this is so, imagine it's very unfortunate. Very, very, very unfortunate if this was the case. If this was the case. And I remember as I was reading through the comments, mtu alisema ati afadhali wachinku wanatupea vitu na bei poa kuliko Wakenya wenye wanatu exploit. Guys, please, can you interact with me on the comment section? I'm miss any comments. I want to know, do you think that Kenyans have been exploiting their fellow Kenyans in the business world? Tumekuwa tuki-exaggerate prices. Do you think it is a fact, or do we kind of worship the foreigners and want to buy from the foreigners? Do you think that this is a fact? I would actually want to hear from your side and how you view this. So I had prepared a number of questions. I want to also tackle this other question. Is China Square fair? Do you think China Square is fair? And I want to put all these things in quotes because people are saying China Square is cheap. Is China Square fair? My own personal opinion. If they are selling cheap, they're selling things cheaper than even Alibaba and Eastleigh, and not Alibaba, I mean Kamukonji and Eastleigh. If they are selling their things cheaper, then I think they are not fair. I think they are not fair because I think they would only become fair if only they can sell this product at a wholesale price. But if they sell this product at a retail price, then they are not fair. And I personally, I lived in China. I have not traveled to many countries, but I hope one day I will travel. I have lived in China. Every time you travel to a foreign country and you live in that country, you always try to do anything to avoid, you always try to not to exploit. What do I want to say? To interact. Is it interact or not mingle? Yende unajaribu, lazima tu utafute njia ya kuingiana with that community. People who have worked in the Arab countries, wengine utaona wamefunga, is it the buibui ama how do you call it? They have to cover their body because that community, that is how they do their things. That is how they do their things. Hata kama kwenu mnavanga sijui nini, utaenda kuvaa hivyo. Utavaa kulingana na how the community is. And personally, I feel like as if the China Square also, I feel they also need to find a way of kuingiana na the community because, well, Kenyans, the consumers, they're happy. They're happy because the prices are prices zao wanasema ni affordable. But how about the business community? The owner of the China Square amekuja kaka biashara Kenya. How about the business community? They need to have a look at the business community. Watafute tu njia tu ya kuingiana tu hivi. Sisemi Wakenya waexploitiwe. No, I'm not saying that. But there's the need kutafuta a way. There's the need kutafuta a way to that. Again, if us as Kenyans, we have been exploiting the consumers, I feel like there's the need to have standardization in terms of pricing. However, as I said, I think this one is going to be very difficult. Kwa sababu nilisema most of the goods we have, they are imported from China. And China manufactures goods from grade 1 all the way to grade 6. Kama tuseme, for example, it's like this notebook over here. They will produce from grade 1 all the way, semi notebook twingine maybe from grade 1 all the way to grade 6. And it's very difficult. Grade 1 iko expensive, grade 2 inaenda reduce, grade 6 it's the cheapest. Imagine it's very difficult unless you kipelekwa lab angalie quality yake. So controlling the price, it can be difficult. It can be so difficult. And I do not know. But mimi nasema, and I'm not afraid to say this, if China Square is as cheap as people are calling it, yes, kama iko cheap kama venye watu wanasema in quotes, kuongea tu ukweli, kama unabaingi vitu zako locally, you have no life. Utaenda kununua, swali ni kama wanasema China Square it's cheaper than Kamukonji na Eastleigh, utaenda China Square kununua uende ukauze kwa hiyo kibanda yako? Utauzia nani? Who will buy from you? Who will buy from you? Sawa, kama ni hivyo, kama vitu zitaendelea hivyo ni sawa tu, tutaimport. And Miss Karinge is actually here. Tutaimport. I know importation, too much importation has harm on the economy. But a time comes and we say, a man for himself and God for all of us. Si poa kusema hivyo, but ni ukweli. Tutaimport, guy. Tutaimport. Tuende hiyo grade 6. Si ndio mnataka? Ni sawa, tutaendea. Tutaendea. Na full force. Melanie says, let me read this. I think we should think twice. It's not fair for them to be distributors. Yes, I also agree. Hata nilisema from the word go. Mimi nimesikia, hata actually nimejua sijui jana usiku ati the company is owned by Chinese. I had this assumption maybe it's owned by this person or this person, but I actually had it's owned by a Chinese. But if things are to work, things have to be put in the right order. I'm hanging, yeah. If this thing has to work, things have to be put in the right order. Ni sawa, Wakenya nyinyi wenye mko employed, those people who are employed and you're not in the business world, nyinyi mko tu sawa by the way. Nyinyi hata mko tu sawa, you are celebrating. But sisi wengine tunalia. Things have to be put in the right order. That is what I believe. Na kama hawataweka, by the way, I am your plug. Kama hawataweka hizo vitu cheap, tunaendea hiyo China. See, they don't manufacture, they buy them from China. We are going to do that. We are going also to import them. We are going to import them and import them. But at the end of the day, things will not actually work. It affect economy yetu. Imagine saizi watu wako too desperate. Maisha saizi ni ngumu. Not many people who are actually employed, to be honest. Not many who are employed. People are unemployed, and when you lose your job, or maybe wewe, unajua, watu wengi kwa biashara, you either lost your job, you either not maybe interested in education, or maybe you love business. Watu wengi tuko kwa biashara, and if the business, they are not protected, sijui, I'm not afraid to speak. This is my mind. I'm not afraid of anything, because somebody touched me. Yeah. Let them leave small business people, run wholesale and retail. I also think so. Personally, sijuangi, I do not know the rule or the law that guides some of these things, and I don't know how this thing work, but I feel there is need for vitu ziangaliwe, kutaharibika. Na unajua, unaona hii Kenya, me I'm just like a small business person. Hata sijui kwa nini naongea. My voice might not even be heard by anybody. But this Kenya, I believe it has some very, very big business people. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? It is going to bring unhealthy competition. Mimi au sijui wako kwa trade, they need to resolve this. Me, I'm not in the Ministry of Trade, but something needs to be done. Yes, something needs to be done. Where imagine, I want you to think about this. Imagine mimi nimeleta container yangu. I have imported my own container from China. I have brought it, and then I go distribute to some wholesalers here in Nairobi and other places. I distribute to them. Then those people, me, I've put my own profit margin after I bought my things from China. The wholesaler I sell to, they have to put a profit margin. Then from there, this wholesaler will sell to a reseller. The reseller also need to put their own profit margin. And finally, ndo ifikie ule consumer. But mimi nikikuja na container yangu, jamani, nimwage tu hivyo na nauza ile nini kama tu retailer. Ule mkulima mdogo, mtu ako na 1,000 yake, that student who has their 1,000, that single mother will have 5,000. Amesema mimi naenda Kamukunji ama naenda Eastleigh, naenda kununua sijui the innerwear za 5,000 nikuje niuze. Unataka mtu ako na 5,000 aanze kuendea innerwear na 5,000? By the way, those people who have joined my import class, I always encourage you, by the way, to import vitu kubwa in quotes, ziko na adabu kidogo. Once you import vitu za 5,000 kidogo, itakukost a lot. Itakukost a lot. There's need to have that system. Na ndio maana hata Mungu aja nini, hatujabarikiwa the same way. We are not blessed in the same way. We are not blessed in the same way. We are not at all. Hey, yeah, maybe this day. Then the other thing, once this thing is not actually resolved, if the problem is not resolved, you know what we are going to do? We are going to go for grade 6 from China, grade 5 na 6 ndo import from China. Na tutaleta ni sasa zitakuwa flooded kwa market. But the question is low quality stock, low price product, is it a solution for this country? That is the question. I know the economy is not doing well. The economy is not good. But the question is this a solution for this nation? Is it going to be a solution for this nation? Kwa nini tunasema tunataka, kwa nini Wakenya huku nikiangalia on social media wanasema wanataka kuendea vitu cheap? What do they want to go for them? Because we are living in very hard economic times. Can we even try to look at shida iko wapi? Where is the, where is this problem coming from? Because I believe, una saa zile watu, when you can afford something, most of us, when we can afford something, when you can afford that iPhone, sioni venye unaweza taka kuendea hiyo Tecno. Hauwezi endea, pesa nayo ni mzuri jamani, nafanyanga unapanda class, So, people are only advocating or preferring to go for those cheap products because they are facing very hard economic times. People even putting food on the table is becoming a problem. Ebu tujiulize, hii shida inatokea wapi? And how can we solve it? How can we solve it? Because mimi sioni venye kuleta hizo vitu kwa quality is a solution for this nation. I remember one day, I went to China, and when I was in China, simu yangu ikakataa kufanya kazi. Ilikuwa inanisumbua, sorry. My phone was disturbing me. And I told my friend, by the way, ebu nipeleke kwa hiyo city. I was living in a certain city in Guangxin. No, in Yulin, sorry. It's a city known as Yulin. Nikamwambia tuende kwa soko tukanunue simu. Mimi nikasema hata sishtuki, si nimefika China jamani, si nitanunua simu ya maybe 5 to 10k itapata kasimu. Let me tell you this, by the way. Tulitembea na hakuna simu hiyo pesa. The cheapest phone I actually got was going at 15,000. It was going at 15,000. The other time, it was during the summer. I wanted some breathable, some sneakers which are breathable, because it was during the summer, it was hot. Asikuwa kuvaa open shoes. So I told my colleague, by the way, a Chinese colleague, take me to the mall, I buy some shoes. My colleague took me. Mimi kufika huko nilishtuka. Tumezunguka kupata kiatu ya 150 RMB. 150 RMB could be 100, could be equivalent to 7. 100 RMB is around equivalent to 1700. So this 50 ni kama, so kupata kiatu ya 2000 in China, a sneaker, si kupata. Hiyo ni ndo nilipata, sorry. Hiyo 150 ndo nilipata. But I was expecting, niko China naweza pata kiatu ya 1000. Si kupata. The question is why? In China, in their local market, they don't sell fake products. They don't sell cheap things. They don't sell those cheap things. And I can tell you something. Iyo sneaker mpaka wa leo, I wish I was around where they are. Iyo sneaker until today, the sneaker, it's still intact. It's still intact. Because in China, in their local market, they sell high quality products. They sell high quality products. Lakini sisi kama wa Africa, us as Kenyans, if this is the route that we want to take, then fate will be for us. And I would actually ask our leaders, ni sawa economy ni mbaya, but can we provide a solution for this? Because otherwise we are destroying our own country. Kwa nini wao hawawezi uza hizo vitu mbaya mbaya, hizo madangari wanatuletea sisi? Kwa nini wao hawawezi uza hizo matambara wanatuletea sisi? Yes, why? Why? Kwa sababu hata sisi ni wa Kenya. We want the cheap things. We want the cheap things. Sisi hatukangi vitu expensive. Tunataka hizo cheap. Hiyo ya 100 ndo tunataka. Me as an importer nitaleta hiyo. I know I will feel guilty because me I don't like that. But that is what are we going to do? As business people, what are we going to do? We have to find a way of surviving. This world, it's survival for the fittest. We have to find a way of surviving. Ni sawa, tuta import, tuwalete hizo matambara mnataka. We'll bring those matambaras. We'll bring them. Yes, we will reimport. Tuwalete hizo matambara. Mnavaa siku mbili, come back to me. Monica, I want another siku mbili, back again. And cheap is expensive. To our government, to our leaders, I'm just a small person. It may never reach to you, but I hope that you try to think and find a solution for this country. People are desperate out here. People are jobless out here. Na hii kitu, by the way, ya watu kukosa kazi, itakuja kutuletea story mingi sana. Watu wanakosa kazi. People fall into depression. People opt to go for immigration way. People even get desperate. They go even to some countries where they end up suffering. Si ati hawajui mashida zenye ziko huko nje, wanajua, lakini unataka mtu afanye nini? Si ati si muoga, si ati ogopi kitu yenye anaweza fanyiwa, na si ati hajasikia stories ziko huko nje. What do you want them to do? We are destroying our own country and we are destroying our own generations to come. How about our education today? Do you know how many graduates we have out here? Hata wengine wameanza kuwa watu useless kabisa. You graduate, you are jobless. Hakuna kazi, umegraduate, you are jobless. Ni wewe sasa umeamua uende kwa biashara. How about this business? How about this business? Yani tunasikia nikiwa na mahasira zingine. Mimi, I graduated in 2018. I've not been employed in this country. And not that because I do not have papers. I have papers and I went to the business. I have even also opted to go immigration. I opted to travel all the way to China. Wacha nikuambie, east or west? East or west home is the best. But can you please, the government, create that environment for us? Create that environment for us. And even for those people who want to do manufacturing, create for them. Mtu kama ni big fish, acha kuuza hizo vitu retail by the way. Hata mimi Mungu anibariki na hizo pesa jamani, I will go manufacturing, lakini nitaenda aje? Nitaenda aje na venye mnatusumbua? Nitaenda aje? How shall I go? Ni sawa tu, continue enjoying yourself. Mungu amewapea positions, continue enjoying yourselves. Ni sawa, we continue suffering. God for us all. We will continue suffering. Yes, we will continue suffering. Sisi wote tukikuwa importers. If all of us we decide to become importers, what will happen? Tunauzia nani? Compete vibaya. Watu wapoteze pesa. Tunaendelea tukufanya makanti zingine tu matajiri. Kama mtu ni investor mkubwa, kwa nini asi-encouragewe kukua manufacturer? If someone can afford to become a big investor, let them become manufacturers. Create that environment. Sasa unataka kushindana na Hoka kwa nini? Hata wewe unafaa kuona sijui kampuni ngapi. Kwa nini unataka kushindana na Hoka? Huyo Hoka unataka afanye nini? Unataka huyo Hoka afanye nini? Hoka mwenyewe maybe hakusoma by the way, ama alisoma akakosa kazi. Unataka aende wapi? Naongea aje? It's like as if I'm talking to the government hapa kwa hapa. Oh my goodness. Jackie, I'm late today. Karibu sana Jackie. Imagine Melanie. Too bad. Ebu jiulize kwa nini watu wana migrate. Unadhani guys, I'm not angry with you. I think I'm talking to the government, but they are not here, unfortunately. Unadhani, by the way, it feels so nice to leave your spouse, to leave your kids behind and go out there. Unadhani ni ati watu wanapenda sana kutravel? Kuna watu wachache wanapenda kutravel kama mimi. Mimi Mungu akinibariki na pesa, kutravel nayo napenda. But do you think watu wanapenda sana kutravel? Watu wanapenda tu sana kutravel by the way. Waende huko Gulf, waende US, waende Asia, waende wapi? Not many people who love traveling. You travel, you leave your spouse behind. You travel, you leave your kids behind. Others mpaka wanaacha watoi wako less than an year. Na si kutaka. Mtu akikaa tu hivi anaangalia, huyu ni mamangu, huyu ni babangu, hawa ni masiblings zangu, hawana mbele, hawana nyuma, hawa ni watoto wangu, hata sijui school fees inatoka wapi. Anaangalia na by the way, wacha tu nitaenda sijui niende Gulf. Najua nimesikia mastori mbaya lakini nitaenda tu. Do you think that most of the people wanapenda sana hiyo kutravel? You don't. It's the environment that you have created. And imagine God have just given you the privilege. God has just given you the privilege. But what do they do? These leaders, what do they do? Sawa tu. Niko hapa to learn. Jackie, leo hata sijui kama kuna kulearn. Leo niko nataka tu interact by the way, tuongee kidogo. Kama mtu ataka kunijoin ni sawa, but niko nataka kwenda YouTube live for 1 hour then enda live TikTok. Kama hujanifollow TikTok tuende. Melani leo uko na ukali. Jamani, kitu ni ya kufurahisha kweli. Kitu ni ya kufurahisha. Imagine mzazi wangu. Imagine, I want you to imagine this kind of a parent. A parent sacrificed, yani mzazi tu wako tu, mzazi tu wa kawaida uko in the village, akauza kashamba. I want you to have a look at that parent. Akauza kashamba kake ka ng'ombe, akapeleka mtoto shule. Mtoto akajitahidi. Mtoto akaambiwa, akaambiwa funguo la maisha ni masomo, it's education. Ndio huyo akasoma vizuri, akapita vizuri, akagraduate. Huyo mtu kufika hapa nje, kazi hakuna kazi akajitahidi, alafu akajiambia by the way, mimi sitaki kwenda to sink into drugs. I don't want to sink into drugs, into bad things, into depression because sina kazi. Do you know what this person decided to do? This person decided that akadecide acha anze kabiashara. By the way, huyu mtoto hata si mtoto wa Sonko, nile tu amehasa mashilingi 2 hivi, akasave akaona kona ka 10k kake ama ka 5k, akasema acha anze biashara na akaanza hiyo biashara. Huyo mtoto unataka afanye nini? Unataka afanye nini sasa? Ndio hiyo sasa, hii sasa na yeye hata hana uwezo wa kuimport jamani, ananunua tu hapo kama Konjisli na kwingine, ataenda wapi? Mungu ashambariki na family. Where do you expect them to go? Where do you expect them to go? Things need to be. Nilina flowers vessels hapo China Square where hadi nikashanga. Yes. By the way, I was there on Wednesday ama Tuesday. Went there. Nikaona vases, but niliona wako na maua pia. By the way, acha nisiongee sana Melani, ni yetu. Siongei sana. But the thing is, personally, I can't say that I was able to compare the prices as such. So unajua, unless uko umefanya research yako vizuri, uko umefanya research, that is the only time that you know whether they are cheap or not. So personally, I was not able to do that comparison. And guys, I think I'm going to end this live. Nisikasirike. I'm going to have a live on TikTok. So immediately after this, actually, naenda live on TikTok. So unless there's a question that I can actually answer, then I think I'll be leaving in a moment. Guys, also our mentorship program on importation is still ongoing. Book yourself a slot. Na kama wewe uko hapa kwanza and hata ulinilipa na ujai hata import na kuona. Haya, wewe goja. Unaona vanya Kenya inakuwa ngumu? Nitaenda Canada. Usiniambie sikukufunza. Ulikataa kuimport. Anyways, take your time, do your research. Hata China Square ni place kwenda kufanya research. Mimi I went, I took a pen kufanya research. Mimi mtu wa biashara. Fikeni place kama hiyo mfanya ma research bra. Mimi siongei, mimi siwalete information hapa. Nilifanya my notebook. Nilikuwa na notebook. The entrepreneur in me. Haiwezi nikubalia ati nisikia ati fununu hapo nikose kufika. Melani, kwa nini unacheka? But imagine, Melani, place yetu bado. Nitakwambia. But whatever, Melani, I told you, this was between me and you. That niche I told you, hit it like nobody's business. Usiendelee kufikiria sana. Kwa sababu the problem that we actually have is, kawaida, to the people we have the problem of, you have this idea, but you keep on postponing it. Endelea kupostpone kabisa, Melani. This life is for the doers, so not for the thinkers. We have so many thinkers out here. We have so many thinkers wako kwa grave. They had these great ideas. This life is for the doers. And never be afraid of failure. Because, kuanguka mtu asikiangi poa, lakini never be afraid of fear. If you fall down, you rise up again. Unajipanguza hivyo, and you shake yourself. Kwe hura. and you continue going, moving and moving and moving. So for the business community, my final message, usikae ogopeshwa na competition. Imagine, competition will always be there. I am a content creator. I talk about imports. Go on YouTube. I have so many competitors. What are you afraid of? Stand out. Find your own unique way and let it stand out. That is it. And then with competition, it helps you to think, innovate, think outside the box. So siogopi ati mtu wa biashara cha complain sana ati story ya China Square. Enda mwenyewe ujionee, enda uone kama ni ukweli wako cheap, enda ujionee kama ni ukweli wanaharibu soko. Na hata kama wanaharibu some things, if you do not have control over them, think outside the box. Okay, you have been buying your things locally, ni sawa. Wamesema China Square ama watu wengine wauze venye wanataka. Think outside the box, go import. Kwani China ni ya mama baba ya mtu? It is nobody's. Sasa unaweza import. Go book a slot with Miss Karinge, pay that consultation, learn how to import, na biashara yako isimame. Tukiona China haileti shangwe, sijui tuende Dubai. We continue surviving. We are swimming, we are not drowning. We continue surviving. Tukiona hawaleti shangwe Bangladesh, tunaenda ama tuende Dubai, ama tuende wapi, ama tuanze manufacturing. Options are there, so don't be afraid of competition. Let this competition be a way of kukusaidia kufikiria and thinking outside the box. You have been sitting on that idea for a long time. Let it work. Let it work. Guys, any question? Please, guys, if you're watching me, please, niachie hii kidole tu. Give me that thumbs up. And if you're new in this channel, also subscribe. I would really do appreciate. I wish to end this live if there isn't any question, and then I'll be going live on TikTok. My TikTok name is Miss Karinge. Guys, follow me on TikTok. Also, guys, follow me on Facebook. My newest Facebook page is Monique. Let me write for you. It's my Facebook page is Monique Karinge. It became difficult to change it because this was my initial name, so I'll type you. You can also follow me on Facebook. Not every day that I'm able to. So that is my Facebook name on my Facebook name. That is my Facebook name on TikTok. I'm Miss Karinge. If at all you wish to, you want us to continue with this discussion, I'll be going on the same discussion on TikTok right now. Immediately I end this, I will be going on with the discussion. So if you need to learn how to import from China, my number also, go to please look about in my YouTube channel. I do mentorship for those people who want to import their products from China. That is number one. I also provide, if you know how to import, but you are really struggling to get a supplier, I also help you to get a supplier at a fee. And I would say something else. These days I'm charging people in advance. Kuna siku watu wamenifanyisha kazi ya ujinga. I get you a supplier. I look for a supplier, and some of these suppliers, especially to the hardware, kupata suppliers inakuwa ngumu. I need to find that Chinese friend, nimwambie niende kwa ground in Guangzhou or in Yu aniangalilie supplier. Then all of a sudden the client disappears. I'm supposed to pay that person mwenye alienda kwa soko kuniangalilia suppliers. So if you are coming to me and you want me to get your supplier, payments are made in advance. Hatuongei kitu. Hatuongei kitu. So niko na mentorship. I have a Telegram group where I teach you how to import. I also provide the one-on-one sessions to guide people on how to import. Because sometimes you need to have that interaction, ile one-on-one, and you need to learn how you are supposed to do your imports. We need to keep on surviving. So guys, I wish to end this live. Please, if you are new in this channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and also like the video. I guess because I have been here for 54 minutes, I'll give you guys around 4 minutes. Nigoje swali. If they will not, kama kutakuwa na any swali, then I'll just leave. So I will wait for your questions to come through. And if at all you have joined my masterclass, ama una import, can I know how far are you? How far are you in your business? How far are you going with your business? Ama where are you stuck? By the way, the other day I did share a poll on my YouTube community, and nikawauliza ni place gani mna struggle sana. I remember kulikuwa na option ya suppliers, product identification ama marketing. And one of the things that actually stood out is that you're having a problem with product identification, and then also the issue of marketing. I am thinking maybe in the nearby future, I will be teaching you on how you are supposed to market, because as I said about kiongea stories za China Square, nimesema competition will always be there. Competition is like part of change. Change inakujanga. Change is difficult. Change is inevitable. Hauwezi, hata kama uko na miaka 55, usipo adapt change, your business will become useless. English ID page na ingine better. It's not useless. English, you won't come now. I don't know. It's gone. Your business haita survive, tuseme hivyo. So you need to learn how you are supposed to do your things online. Social media marketing. This is where the clients are. And you need to learn how you are supposed to do your social media marketing. We need to up our game. Because if you don't change, your business is going to drown. But if you want to survive, you have to go venye mambo inaenda, how things are changing, you need to go with as per them. Ni watu wote, wewe kwanza umeniangalia hapo, hata hujauliza swali, si hata useme hi, nijue ulikuwa umefika. Anyway, anywho's. Any question, guys? Any question? Guys, follow me on TikTok at Miss Karinge. Follow me on not YouTube. YouTube is here. On Facebook under that name, Monique Karinge. Follow me there. We will catch up on so many things. So many things. I'm waiting. You guys, you are just mnaniangalia tu, ni sawa tu. Nagoja kaswali mimi niende jamani. Kama hauja subscribe yetu. But then guys, we are almost approaching 1,000 subscribers. I'm almost nikifikisha 1,000 na watch hours ifike poa, YouTube waanze kunipea hiyo pay slip jamani. Yeah, I'm just hoping that we will get there. And for my subscribers, I really do appreciate. I don't take you for granted. Mmenipenda tu hivi tu venye tu niko na matuta na natural hair, mmenipenda tu hivyo. As I am, I came as I am, and you just love me as I am. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Let me give a shout out, by the way. Some of these people have been supporting me so much. You have been supporting me on YouTube. Mpaka wengine mmeenda mkanisupport kwa mentorship. Akina washukuru. Wengine huwa wananisupply na tu M-Pesa jamani. Hey. I also pray for you that may God open doors for you as you think about the products that you want to import in your business. May God expand it. Yeah? Hata siku moja mseme, hey, Monica nisaidia nijue how to import. Let me pay her flight to, her trip to Dubai. Ish. Kama itakuwa ya kupewa, I'll be celebrating. And I'll be knowing, as I'm growing older, nitasema, I'll be counting my achievements. At least I did this. At least I did this. At least I helped this lady do this, and I'll feel fulfilled. So I'm also praying that pia nyi biashara ziwaitikie, mjue how to market. By the way, something else. Unajua story ya China Square, by the way, that is a marketing strategy. Ebu fikiria, what kind of marketing strategy is China Square using? Think about it. And what is preventing you from using it? Think about it. Nataka ufikirie kama mtu wa biashara. Usidhani sio marketing strategy. You wait. If those people wanauza hizo product na bei ya chini, high chances are watarudisha juu kidogo. But wametumia marketing strategy. Mshajua they are existing. They are still existing. So think, ni marketing strategy gani wanatumia? Pia wewe ukianza hiyo biashara yako, fikiria, think of a way a very effective and a very good marketing strategy that you can use to make sure that your clients, people, watu wanakujua, they know the existence of your brand. Marketing sometimes is not easy. It might not work so effectively and very fast for China Square. But if you have to ask the management, unaweza sikia vitu walikuwa wameplan. Unaweza sikia vitu walikuwa wameplan ndio hiyo kitu ikuwe successful. Kwenda viral. Jiulize walitumia technique gani. Guys, I want to give a shout out to several people. Ruth Otanga, hey, Ruth. Ruth, thank you so much. Ruth is one of my follower and one of my students on imports. Thank you. Shishe. Mpaka nawafunza Kichinku. Tuende kwa Melanie. Hey, my very big fan on YouTube, my very big fan on the mentorship. Melanie, nashukuru sana. Thank you for trusting me. Jacqueline Dambuki Ish. Today I have almost all my students here. This is my other students and also my follower. Hey, kwanza who I miss at all in any of my lives. Jacqueline, thank you. Hey, Jacqueline ameniletea mpaka shushu yao. Ni wamente. Jacqueline, usinipige jamani. But I really do appreciate you, dear. I really do appreciate you sana sana. Great, my mentor missing you. Thank you so much. Ruth, I also miss you. Sana, 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 sana. Guys, thank you so much for coming. Please like that video. Please, usikue tu mchoyo. Mi nakuanga mchoyo kidogo, lakini usikue hivyo. Nipe hiyo ka like. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And guys, I wish to end this live. I'm going to have a live on TikTok right now under the same name, Miss Karinge. So guys, I will say bye-bye, which also means in Chinese, 再见, and bye-bye. 我爱你, I love you. 我爱你, bye-bye.